it's not really clear. Yes, you can see it and approve, and because Parliament has to pass it, then it goes to Parliament. I'm really hoping it will come, because some of us would want to ask some questions here.
I think the main
Okay,
concern,
we have even a departmental
was
committee
from the Privatization Act that was signed into law last year, where Parliament was not to get involved. It was only the executive to sell off state farms. I think that was the only concern.
We have even a departmental committee which deals with the state corporations.
Okay. Fair enough.
And we have a chairman. We have members of parliament who sit in that committee.
So probably
they have a job to do.
We should hope to see some of these
Yes.
decisions being canvassed.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully in the National Assembly.
Hopefully.
Yes. Ruto's state jobs shocker. 42 state corporations with duplicating, overlapping or related mandates are to be merged into 20 entities. A big decision, definitely, as communicated by Cabinet, and our hope is that the National Assembly or the Houses of Parliament will get to scrutinize this process as well. Speaking of Cabinet, and now we're getting to the more political discussions, there's a very interesting angle that not many papers have actually managed to highlight. It is only the People Daily that decided to talk about this. And it's a big story on the front page of the People Daily. Muturi gives a Ruto cabinet wide berth. Yesterday, the cabinet held its very first meeting of this year in Kakamega, at the State Lodge in Kakamega, chaired, of course, by the president. And we see that CS Muturi was not available. He said it was not communicated to him. We've seen the kind of statements he made with regard to the abductions. Now we're seeing him skip a cabinet meeting. They say after outburst over abductions, officials failed to send a routine portfolio brief to the cabinet secretary for top state organ meeting. This has implications. Are we looking or staring at a possible cabinet reshuffle, seeing this kind of headline on the front page of the People Daily? There had been a lot of speculation that CS Muturi, by coming out and saying those things, he was actually facing the door.
Well, in the year 2025, you know, some of these things, let me take it on a spiritual realm and then leave the rest. You know, sometimes it's good to always reflect back where you have come from. And in the many years, I've always said, if someone holds your hand, as much as you'll never want to agree on everything that he tells you, you don't need to bash each other. And so sometimes these things are the ghosts of my former president that follows his people who he walked a journey with as friends, as brothers and sisters. And they are going to suffer, most of them. But this is just on a spiritual path. Mm-hmm. So let me come to the normal way how we look at things as Kenyans. You see, for me, if I was... because me, I respect my speaker, my attorney general. He guided some of us for some years when he was our chair at CMD. Me, I always say, when you reach at a point and you feel your spirit is telling you, now this is not right, I'm doing, then just tell God, light my candle, give me the strength to just face it, and face it, and just come out of it. And refocus your journey. Do it the right way. You don't need to be sacked. No, you can resign, just resign and leave. Mm-hmm. Because in all these matters, I've always said, we have children. And children might take us to heaven or will find us taking us to hell when hell was never yours. Because of our own children, how they do things. So we don't need to start, because Kenyans will unveil to you even what you have not done. They will put it in the papers and the media will discuss you. They will say, yeah, he was like this, and you have never done it. And because we love those stories, it will become a true story. So don't allow your son to start. Slowly by slowly, it will change from Muturi. It will come, oh, it was this, it was this. We don't need that. I want to tell my AG, you have kept your name. Do not allow Kenyans to come and drag your name every day on things that are, because right now, even that of People Daily telling us, I hope Muturi called them and told them that. Or they are assuming all those things. It will be very sad.
They quote sources at State House.
Sources. Now you see, you have quoted me on a source.
That they've decided to avoid the meeting. He may have decided to avoid the meeting after respective state officials failed to send him a brief on the cabinet agenda for his docket.
But it was wrong also to fail to send him a brief because he's still a cabinet secretary. Send him a brief.
Okay.
But for me, I want to tell my AG, for my AG, do not allow Kenyans to put you on papers with stories that will not be true, and they will make it to look true, and it will become true. They will discuss you on something you're wondering.
Yet the CS himself said that he's not scared of losing his job. He was quoted in the media as well. Bwana Ruku, for anyone looking at this, it borders on insubordination, Bwana Ruku. What is your take on this? Is the media reading too much when a CS refuses or skips a cabinet meeting, the first this year? Are you not comfortable?